My face looks very dark right now. Very shadowed. There we go. That'll be better. Okay. Welcome, everybody, to Brickstorm Studios. Today, we are building Berk. And we're going to be doing something new today. So you can see we have... This is the start. Oh! Hold on. Let me mute everything here. Oh, it's over on the wrong one. Alright, everybody. Sorry about that. There might have been a bit of an echo. Good evening. Here we are. I'm just getting a few more things set up here. And then we're going to get building. So, like I said, today we've got a bit of a different... We're working on something different today. We'll scoot back into frame. This... for Berk is going to be the next thing we work on. This is a base for the actual Viking house. So we're going to start working on the Viking house. I did want to have it kind of mapped out. I have some progress. Very exciting that you'll see in the next episode. But that is based on the landscape. And one of the two things I'm going to need on the landscape that isn't attached is the Viking house. I want to be able to move it back and forth. So that's what we are working on today. If you will bear with me real quick here, I'm just going to post on my Instagram story that I'm live. And then we'll be able to dig right in. How is everyone's evening going? It's a little bit of a later stream than usual. We'll probably go for about an hour, and I'm sorry, I am actually a little bit late. I was at the dentist, and then I got here as fast as I could. So, that's the wrong one. But we're here, we're live, we're going to build some more Berk. We are going to work on the Viking house today. Last time we were live, we were building the, what was it? The landscape, and today we're going to be building most of what goes on the landscape for the first part of the mock. For the first phase. Put the blue color on it. There we go. Okay. Okay, we got the story up. Let's get building. So, I have on my laptop here, besides Stream Chat, I also have, the picture of the house from How to Train Your Dragon, the Viking house. That's what we're going to be styling this after. It's going to be, I think, kind of like a smaller, basic one. Nothing like the main town hall, but kind of probably like Hiccup's house. I feel like having Hiccup's house is just going to be the most useful one for the actual, like, mock. Because there's going to be way more Easter eggs we can throw in there. Okay, making sure that's up there. Cool. So yeah, more Easter eggs. Stuff like that. I think that'll be fun if we do Hiccup's house. Okay. Sorry, things are all over the place here. And maybe not just Hiccup's house, but also this, like, sort of, like, they got the dragon on there. Maybe take inspiration from a few houses. It's not going to be an exact replica of any one house from the franchise, but more of like a nod to all of them. But first thing we need, brown parts. Which unfortunately I think a lot of these today are going to be falling apart. Because I have a lot of reddish brown, and it is old reddish brown. I've found that while I've been building, so much of my brown is just the really brittle stuff. So we do have this door, though. Might be fun to include. Where's the camera? There it is. Might be fun to include this door. We'll see. I'm not sure about that one yet. I hope everyone has had a good day. We're going into the evening. It is whatever night it is. I think Thursday night. Thursday is a good night. Okay. I'm going to start with plates, though. I think we need to get a good foundation first. This is more just like a layout of the size, because I needed to see how big the actual Viking house was going to be when we started working on it. When I was building, it's actually right here. I don't think you can see it in frame, but that will be in the episode coming out in 2 weeks. No, one, not Saturday, but next Saturday. We're going to have that one. But this means I need all of the brown plates I can get my hands on. Maybe not this one. We'll see. If you've been to the sorting streams, though, now you know why I've been doing the sorting streams. We needed it for a day like this, when we were building Berk, the Viking house of roughly that size. Okay. The way it's built, too, there is a little room underneath, so on the underside we can have the plates kind of sealed together to make it a little easier, just to, like, have this a bit more secure. Ooh, I don't like that as much. We'll see. There we go. Cool. So, because of how this is designed, we can go on the underside here and attach these with some black plates to make sure it's sturdy, because that's going to be very important. I want this to be like a fully standalone structure that I can take back and forth on and off and use it around. Hello, thank you, Robotic Doom. I like this one too. I moved some stuff around today when I was setting things up, and I like the way this one turned out. I think this setup will be sticking around, I think, because I like how this one looks. There we go. That way long. We'll do this way next. Luckily, if you've been going to the sorting streams, I have a bunch of plates sorted out. So I really saved myself a lot of time with those sorting streams. So thank you to everyone who has stopped by at those. Low key, I might move the box too. Hunching over, I didn't think that part through very well. There we go. I hope it's been a good evening, though, so far for everyone. Certainly has been for me. Well, it is now. I went to the dentist. I'm not a huge fan of the dentist. I don't think anyone really loves going to the dentist, but we're good. We're back to streaming. Nothing against the dentist themselves, but it's just an uncomfortable doctor experience. I actually really like the guy that saw me today. Real nice dude. He made me feel very comfortable. Because, you know, the dentist is not the most fun place to be. There we go. Okay. Cool. This is the about size of the base here we're going to use for the Viking house. Yeah, I feel like I switched the setup for every single one of these streams, but I like this one a lot. Oh, there's an example of one of those brittle brown pieces that just broke off. You can see it right there. Also, when we're here, I can adjust the camera focus better. Like now you can see that way better. The camera's not far away. The other streams I've been doing, the camera's been too far away, so it was like, well, I hope it focuses. good one. So yeah, the goal for this, the Viking house is a crucial part of the Berk mock, because I think it's what's going to make it look like Berk besides the dragons. So this part of the mock is going to be very focused on looking very Viking-esque, because this is what's going to make it really look like a Viking structure rather than just like an island with some dragons on it. So that is the goal for this chunk. I'm going to space that out so it's a little easier to put them in. There we go. There. Okay. You see that one? Yeah. I do have to be very aware of where I'm putting bricks down, though. I do this on my time lapses all the time, too, because I am not looking at the camera exactly, and the camera's like slightly ahead. As you can see, like I'm back here. So the camera's slightly ahead, so I have to make sure I'm building forward, which is maybe something we will adjust for the next stream. But for now, I think it's working fine. If you were a Star Wars fan, we had a very big night last night. Andor finale. I won't get into spoilers since it is just out now too, but man, was it good. And if you have not watched it, you should watch it. It was incredible. And then watch Rogue One right after. Also awesome. Okay. So yeah, now this was the template I had to do. Same size. We're actually going to need to make 2 of these. One of them is not going to be a Viking house, though. I'll get a little more into that in next week's episode, but that one's going to need to be a, like a landmass, so like some grass and like some terrain and stuff, because I want to have this one be interchangeable with the, it's going to have 2 spots it can be in, basically. Then I want to be able to swap them back and forth, because I found out, since for Phase 1 it's going to be How to Train Your Dragon 1, Phase 2 is going to be How to Train Your Dragon 2, right? In order to do that, I'm going to need to be able to move the house over. Otherwise, it's going to look a little weird, I think, if the house is in the same spot. Plus, I think it'll be nice to have a little extra customizability for this mock, just so I can really change it up based on whatever scene I want to be doing. Okay, so this is not the same color. You will all have to forgive me. This is a different, it's kind of hard to see with the glare. This is a different color of brown. We'll bring it closer. I am going to go with it being okay for this, because they are always replacing pieces of Berk from the dragon attack. So if the colors of brown are slightly different, I think it's okay. They're just repairing. They have lots to repair on that island from all the dragon attacks. So, and any of these broken, brittle brown pieces, they are also going in, and they'll just be part of the broken structures. Mostly because I won't need to use every single piece that I have if this mock's going to come out on time. And we are looking to come out on time with this one for June 13th. So far, the plan is still June 13th. We will get a, what was I going to say? I completely lost my train of thought there. There's going to be a building episode coming out the week before June 13th, and then on that weekend, I think on June 14th, technically, we will get the final episode of Phase 1, so kind of a cinematic look at this build as How to Train Your Dragon 1. It will be a completed build then. We're just going to have to go then on the inside, phase 2, we're going to be building Hidden World and the Bewilder Beast. And some more dragons, too. I think we're only going to have Toothless and Stormfly for the first chunk. And we'll be supplementing some of these Ninjago dragons for other dragons on the island. We'll get more dragons for the second part, though, because the dragons are the most important part. That's what everyone loves the most. That's why the franchise has lasted as long as it has, I think, because it's a great story and there's some very, very cool dragons. Also, if you're new to the channel, hello. We've got a lot of new subscribers recently, especially from the Minecraft video, and teaser for what's to come. I have a really, really cool Minecraft plan, which I'm not going to get into yet. It's still in a very, very early stage of development. But Minecraft is on the horizon. So if you're a fan of Minecraft, you came here from the Minecraft short I posted, building the chunk. I know it's not a chunk, okay? I know it's not a chunk. It's a marketing thing. It sounds better to say, build a Minecraft chunk with me instead of build a quarter of a Minecraft chunk with me. You know what I'm saying? It just sounds better, like, marketing-wise. But if you hear from that video, thank you. I appreciate you immensely. You've boosted my channel so much. And stay tuned because there's a lot more Minecraft stuff on the horizon. But Berk is the current focus of the channel. So, gotta finish Berk first. But again, thank you so much to everyone who has subscribed from the Minecraft video. You are amazing. I appreciate you immensely. And it has been really great seeing all of that support come in. Okay. Floor is almost good here. There we go. What if I just... Oh! That's what I'm talking about. Brittle Brown strikes again. Live on stream. There you go. Yep. Corner cracked right off. It's still going in. And here's those shapings. The, Brittle Brown pieces do not like to stay together. Which is very unfortunate. There you go. That'll just go there. Actually, I'm playing with fire. I just broke that off. There we go. That one's going to go over here. You'll notice I'm using a lot of like black and white pieces on the bottom as the base. Besides that just being an easy color to use, I just have a lot of that. There was a lot of black from Starkiller base, and there's a lot left over of the black and the white from Starkiller base and some of the stuff we did there. And black is just like a very common Lego color for plates and stuff, especially like in bulk purchases. I buy a lot of Lego in bulk from like garage sales and stuff, and there's a lot of black pieces out there because it's a very common color that they've been making for a very long time. So, okay, let's find one more. 2x6. There we go. Okay. There it is. Base of the Viking house. Now, I should have pulled up a picture. I will do it for the next stream we do, building the Viking house. I'll pull up a picture of kind of what we're building. I'm realizing it's not on there. But the house itself is very, like, rounded. Like, all the way up. It's like a whole curve. There's not really a lot of straight edges. So I think we're going to have to do a lot of, like, hinges, clips, like, stuff like that to really get the curve for this build. Cause yeah, there's a lot. It's very very curved. There's a really cool arch on the front too, though. So there we go. Yeah. And there's a very shocked looking dragon on the front. So that's also going to be kind of fun. But yeah, it's going to be a very curved structure. And then we'll have like the entrance. Let's just say the door. We're going to mark right now door is going to be this side. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Whoa, wait. Okay, so that is the middle. Why doesn't it look like the middle? Ah, oh well. Counting Lego studs throws me off like all of the time. I feel like I'm always over or under counting the actual amount of studs. Okay, there we go. This side is going to be the entrance marked with orange. This is where we'll have a little like cross entrance, and I'm gonna grab a minifigure. We're gonna put Hiccup here. My current Hiccup. I'm probably gonna update this minifigure though. He's just like a soft custom. I want a different torso piece. We'll put him there though to mark the entrance. The goal here is gonna be to do this on each side, and then I want to have some scenes inside. A lot happens inside the house in the movies. I want to have a few scenes in there too for like Hiccup, but it is not going to be to scale. I'm going to say right off the bat, Toothless is not going to fit in here like he does in the movie. If this series does really well, maybe we'll get to do Berk 2. We'll get to do Berk again and we'll make a bigger house, but it's not going to be to scale. I'm going to say it's probably going to be about this tall though. So it'll be tall, just not completely to scale. Which I think is okay. It's all an interpretation. There's also 2 giant logs coming out of the front. I think we're going to put those here. There's 4 sets of logs on the front of the build, so maybe actually you are journeying with me through a sort of discovery process right now of what works, what doesn't. I don't have this Viking house planned out yet, so we're kind of just experimenting together. Figuring out what works, what doesn't. There we go. We're definitely going to go with the smaller cylinders here. So I was trying these ones at first. They're going to be too big for this scale. These pieces, though, are going to be great for this. The sort of like log-looking 1x4s. So I'm not spending too much time digging. I'm just going to put a placeholder one there. Okay. This will be like the 4 log pillars going up in the front. There'll be 4 there. And then it's going to sort of curve up and around. Interesting. We'll have a little bit of like a porch coming out here as well, I think. Just like a small, like maybe out to like here. Because there's like a little staircase going down, so like a little bit of a step. Actually, just so you can see for reference, this is the picture I'm looking at of the house. So this is the picture of Hiccup's house. This is from the How to Train Your Dragon. I believe this is from Race to the Edge. It looks like it's from that, or one of the shows at least. So, TV show version, but that's going to be what we're looking for when we're making this. That's the house model I'm looking at. There's a lot of really cool, intricate design on there too, which I do have some pretty cool gold pieces we might be able to use from Pick a Brick Wall. I just have to find them, but that's the image for reference if you're curious. I think, though, what we'll do today is we're going to build support structures going across, so it's easier to build that folding roof. That's what I'm looking for. The folding roof over, like the kind of curved roof. If there's support structures laid, the rest will be able to go over easier. Let's see. Yeah. Cool. Detail's definitely going to be like the last part. You know, I'm always going to go to detail last because I want to have the actual structure in place first. So, we are going to go with structuring mode. The first set of curvature, it does go up just like slightly. It's very curved all the way up, but it steepens at the top. We'll start here. I'm going to inset these bricks as well so I can put something on the outside. Honestly, I might even go back one more. There we go. That'll be better. That way I can kind of build around these. But I am going to put them all the way to the edge on this side so there's more interior room in here. Again, like this stream is kind of a... I don't have this planned out yet. So this is a very experimenting kind of stream. We got to figure out how to actually make this house first before we make it. Like that. So this is kind of like, we're going to do this, and we're going to go up a little bit and do another, and up a little bit and do another, all the way up. And then we're going to leave a loft on the inside too, I think. So there'll be a main floor, and there's going to be a little loft where we'll put a bed. I feel like that's just going to give it this more like Lego City vibe, which I think will be kind of fun. And then I think the whole back will be able to come off, or maybe the two roof elements, like the log cabin Lego set. I like to call it the Pacific Northwest set, because that's where I'm from. But the cabin set was a really great example of like using the roof to come off. The roof itself could be removed, but and then so you can see the interior. 5, there we go. So yeah, kind of like that. And we're going to go up a few tiers. I think it's going to be about this tall again. And then I think like the dragon sculpture on top will probably make it a little taller, but... The reason I'm insetting it a little bit, so instead of putting this on the outside, if I put it here, it's going to be easier, I think, to get that curve. And so I'm not fighting the brick to get in there. Because that would be way more challenging. Nice. I'm going to try to make it also, like, keep sort of this... I'm going to layer it. I want it to look like a log cabin on the inside a little bit as well. I mean, obviously that's square, so it's not going to have that, like, curved structure, but the Viking houses are very, like... There's this, like, log cabin influence in the houses in How to Train Your Dragon. You can see with, like, the logs on the outside, so I want to try to bring that to the build a little bit, too. So we're going to try to maintain some of that. Okay. I'm going into the bin of miscellaneous pieces now as well. I have a few of them lying around. But I've sorted a little bit, but not that much. So, come back this Saturday, actually. We're doing another sorting stream. Just found a random Belleville figure in there. These guys are kind of freaky still. They feel more like dolls, because they kind of are. I know they were like Lego's attempt at like the Barbie style. That doesn't make them not just a little scary. Okay. I wonder if I will like that. Let's see. I'm wondering if potentially we will come back like later in this process and replace some of this stuff with snot. I think I want to go snot bricks. I guess I should continue saying that in case someone does not know that snot, S-N-O-T, is studs not on top. So like a piece with studs on the side and the top. It's a Lego term. Most Lego builders know that term already, but if you didn't, now you do. They say it on Lego Masters. I feel like Lego Masters really made that more of a common household term, walking around saying, oh, I need the snot piece. Little taller. Make this one 5 tall. Here's a replacement for that orange one. There we go. I'm also snagging all of these crates I find. I think they're going to get good use on the island as well. Just adding a little bit more detail to the place. I think, though, let's see. This might be tall enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I want to go one more up there. And then this height should be ready. I did not realize how many crates I had here. There's a lot. There's another one. I'm just going to keep adding to the pile. Until it just is all the way up to the ceiling. There we go. There. One more, and then this here. There we go. I think this will be a good height for this. And then we'll go up again. So we're just gonna keep going up. Because I need some more long bricks. Maybe even just plates. There we go. For now. So yeah, you see that there. Well, kinda. There's some pieces in the way. Brush those away. There's gonna be this sort of like first tier, and then we'll go up again and again. I'm still thinking about it. We gotta figure out a way to like make it so we're not just placing bricks all the way in. The bricks I think are going to stop here, so we're going to start maybe doing like support across to be able to go up again. Again, like very log cabin-esque. Big log cabin influence on this build, I think. There you go. Snot piece. Studs not on top. Well, there are studs on top, but there's studs on the side, too. go over here. We're just going to start going up. I'm assessing. Part of, I feel like, Lego building is analyzing the pieces around. Well, it's a lot of part of Lego building, actually, I think, but... This is a different style of video, too, than we're usually used to the streaming, because usually I have, like, a layout. For example, we were doing the, we were building the landscape for Berk, right? But with that one, we had a set idea laid out. We knew we were just building terrain. We were just placing green plates, so we knew what to look for. But in this case, we're building something new. And in order to do that, we have to, like, it's a little more thinking involved, like processing pieces. Hello, first of all, hello, Joseph. Welcome to the stream. I'm not building the entire island. It's, that I don't have enough space for that. I'm building sort of a section. So what I kind of have is this coastline, cliffside, cutout, and there's a big ocean area that dragons are going to be flying over, and also we're going to have like some house on top, a little fireplace, and then like some dragons all around. So it's just like a sliver, basically. This table that we're building on right now, this is the size of the mock, but it's just really tall. You want to see live action this weekend? Nice. Is it like an early screening? You got like an early screening access? I'm seeing it June 11th, so not super early, but a couple days early. The AMC near me had an early screening, but I am excited. Love the first 3 movies. I saw they had an early screening, I think today, too. Maybe yesterday or something, but I saw some pictures from that. That looked really cool. Thank you. Yeah, I'm also very excited to see how it turns out. We are like, there's two phases. So the first chunk of the build is going to be a mostly finished version of the island that is going to be based on How to Train Your Dragon 1. And then after the movie comes out, we're going to really renovate the build. It's going to have a whole interior based on the Hidden World, but the outside is going to be based on How to Train Your Dragon 2 with the Bewilderbeast on the outside as well. So we're going to build that dragon. But that is going to be ready for BrickCon in Seattle in September of this year. So we have to have the second part finished by then. You don't think so? Okay, nice. Yeah. It looks good. Hey, thank you so much for dropping a subscription. Thank you for subscribing. I appreciate it. I'm posting another video, hopefully, not this Saturday, but next Saturday, where we're going to have some landscaping progress and hopefully a bunch of this house done as well. We're just starting today, obviously, but hopefully by the time that video is ready to go out, we'll be able to put a little bit of this in there as well. So thank you so much for subscribing. I appreciate it. We're going to have lots more Berk coming. Lots more Berk. I'm very excited to see where it goes. I've built some of the dragons and stuff before, but I've never built something like this big, and I'm excited to actually take like a bigger leap into the franchise in Lego form. This is gonna be hold on. I was about to just click 2 brittle brown pieces together, and I think that's not my best idea. One day, all of this will be sorted, and it'll be much easier to build. Today, though, is not that day. Oh, that's a wedge. Thinking about building a mock myself after sorting all my parts. That's it. Me too. I would love to sort my parts. It makes it a lot easier when everything's all sorted out. But you absolutely should. I think Lego How to Train Your Dragon, there's not a whole lot of it out there. It's an under... We need more Lego How to Train Your Dragon stuff, especially like online and stuff. And so I think you should definitely build one. I think Berk... There's so much you can do with Lego, too, with it. Like, there's so many different parts to that awesome, like, that island, the movies, everything there. So, it's a very cool project to work on. There's just so much, like, possibility with the island of Berk, which is what kind of drew me to it. Like, there's so much to do there. And, like, theoretically, if I really wanted to after this, and I really liked it, I could go in and expand it. Because it's a huge island, so there's always room for more stuff there. Ooh. I'm thinking, though, starting on once the live-action movie comes out, I think we'll see some more stuff online here for How to Train Your Dragon, which will be cool. Yeah, Star Wars, I love building Star Wars. It's like one of my favorite, it's my favorite franchise, besides How to Train Your Dragon stuff. I love building Star Wars. It is really hard to get Star Wars stuff out there, because everyone's doing Star Wars, right? So, it's tricky to do that. But, if that's what you want to do, too, you absolutely should. Minecraft also, though, is, Lego Minecraft stuff is really fun, and I feel like there's a lot of Lego Minecraft build stuff out there, but it's just, there's so much you can do with that, because the game's amazing, and there's just so much in it. That's one of in the future here, Minecraft is on the list for builds to tackle, so we're going to get there here eventually. Already did a little bit of a Minecraft build. I want to do more though, because that one was very much like I built that in a week. I was trying to get that out before the Minecraft movie came out, and I was very rushed. So I definitely want to go back to Lego Minecraft stuff. Ooh, there we go. How tall is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 3, 4, 5. But yeah, I'm a big Lego Star Wars fan, so I also build a lot of Lego Star Wars stuff. But a lot of people do. There are a lot of Lego Star Wars builders out there. Yeah, like a server setup, like a multiplayer. I feel like, too, a lot of people do, like... That's honestly kind of where I'm going, too. A lot of people have done this, like... They built the structures and everything. I know Cheesy Studios did the player base, too. That's awesome. And the player base is so cool. Like, I love that mock. That mock is going so well. But I feel like one part of Minecraft that hasn't been super touched in, like, the mock building space is building, like, the player side of things. So, like, what the player's doing, like, where their adventure is leading. That's kind of the part of Minecraft I'm most interested in as well. Solid Brick Studios does incredible mocks. That's who got me into this whole mock building stuff in the first place, was watching those Solid Brick Studios videos. He is crazy talented at what he does. Every time I see him post, I'm like, yep, I gotta watch that right away. His mocks are incredible. What if if I do this, there we go. 1, 2, 3. But yeah, with Lego Minecraft, I feel like a cool place to go is what the players are doing. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So, we've gotten to this next layer. I think here, we're going to cross over. This one's going to be too tall. Yeah, there we go. We'll cross over there, and then there's like some nice big foyer area there, but we'll have a little bit of a crossover so that we can go up again. Yeah. He's, like, his mocks are absolutely insane. I think I started watching him right at the end of Kashyyyk. And then he did Scarif, and I was like, wow, this is, like, the coolest thing ever. I really, like, his videos are amazing. And Mandalore, like, that is, like, the coolest mock I think he's done. I loved Mandalore. Hey, Cooper, what's up? Or Copper, sorry. Flip the letter. Yes, I'm building Berk. I'm glad you live there. It's a great place. There's lots of dragons. It's a little bit dangerous sometimes. At least it is before the movie ends. I love it, though. We're working on a house right now. So, Hiccup's house currently. We're building this sort of like log cabin curvature. But yeah, we're building Berk. Berk from How to Train Your Dragon. Welcome to the stream, by the way. Thank you for stopping by. We're also hoping that our brittle brown pieces don't break every time we take them off of plates. For some reason, a bunch of these are connected directly to the plates, and so I fear for them every time I take something off. Oh, I'm trying to look closer. Oh, yeah, there we go. Nice. Nice. Hello, Toothless. That's a good profile picture. They're really small on my screen, so I had to get a close look. You went to Epic Universe? I want to go so bad. I'm going to get there eventually. I'm very excited to see it. It looks amazing. Like, they did some really crazy stuff there. And I think I'm genuinely just going to stand in the How to Train Your Dragon area for hours. Just for hours, standing right there. I think that's all I'm going to do. Because I'm not in, like, spooky stuff usually either, so I'm just going to stay there. Oh, it's like a Memorial Day Toothless. I see. Nice. Nice. Let me see. I have multiple screens up right now so I can see stuff. And sometimes it, like, shows up easier on there, but it's still small on that one, too. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. When it's a little less crowded, I'm hoping to see if I can make my way out there. Because I'm sure right now it's crazy busy. There's probably tons of people there. I can just imagine the crowds. But honestly, too, I bet that's a great experience. There's so many people there who love How to Train Your Dragon. Oh, yeah, you've been waiting for... Yeah, it's... I remember a long time ago they, like, showed concept art for Epic Universe. I'm gonna move these so we can see that a little better. I remember seeing, like, the concept art, and I was like, I genuinely didn't think it was real. I thought it was some, like, fake thing they were talking about. But no, real park, really awesome. I'm super glad it exists, too. It's gonna be really, really cool. Okay. There we go. Okay. Keep going up. Oh, yeah, stay in the hotel, too. It looks really nice. The hotel looks really nice, too. It'd be a really fun place to stay. Oh, yeah, the Mario Land. I'm excited to visit that, too. I know some people who've gone to the Mario Land before. Just not the one in the new Epic Universe. But it looks really cool, and I love, like, the theming of the food. The food looks really fun there, too. like all the Mario themed snacks. I like to eat those, so that's probably why I'm thinking of the food. Yeah, I just seen videos from the Isle of Berk alone. I'm like, wow, I know I'm gonna cry when I walk in there. Like, I know it's gonna happen. It's like watching How to Train Your Dragon since it came out, and I know the second I walk in there, like, it's over. Waterworks and everything. But I am excited. A good kind of crying. A very good kind. There we go. Yeah, that's super cool. I bet it, like, just in knowing, like, imagining, like, the people there too, I bet everyone was just super excited. Like, everyone must have been so happy to be there. That sounds like a good experience. I'm mixing some of these, like, logged ones in here too. I think it'll look nice from the inside. Yeah. I mean, I'm excited that we're just getting How to Train Your Dragon movies in theaters again. It's been a long time. So it'll be cool to get to see Toothless and everything on the big screen. It looks like they're handling the live action really well so far from what I've seen. Like, it looks good. And all the early reactions, people are saying it's amazing. So I'm excited to see what they're saying. To see it for myself, because it could be really good. I'm excited. I think, too, I'm just excited to see Toothless on screen again. Like, on a big screen. I haven't seen, like, the last How to Train Your Dragon movie was 2019, right? So, I went and saw an early screening of that one way back when, and it was awesome. And I am super excited to see more How to Train Your Dragon on the big screen. Been waiting a long time for this. And with all the live action remakes, you knew they were eventually going to do How to Train Your Dragon. It's like, well, like, critically acclaimed. Yeah, Dean DeBlois, I think is how you say his name. He's a great director. Also, like, when you look at, like, he worked on Lilo and Stitch. Him and Chris Sanders are both really good directors. Like, Chris Sanders did Wild Robot. He is why I'm excited for the live action one, because I know he loves How to Train Your Dragon. He loves Hiccup. He loves Toothless. He's going to do everything he can to do justice to their characters, I think. So he is why I'm excited for the live action. I think Dean's gonna do a great job. Name of the rare. Oh. Yeah, that's fair. I know too, I saw a bunch of people saying that ride is like huge in scale, and and like a virtual queue's rough. Like, those are always hard. I think that most of that park looks amazing, though. I think it breaks down a lot too. It looks like it's a very intense ride. Like, technically, like you said, so it's one of the crazy ones. I know, because, like, Rise of the Resistance, that one is like a technical masterpiece, and it breaks down a decent amount, but they're able to get it back up pretty quick. They had a virtual queue for forever for that one, though. It's gone now, right? But it makes sense that would have a tricky line, I guess, if they did a virtual queue and then But if it breaks down a lot, maybe that one too will be better to visit again in the future when they've gotten the park a little more settled. Because I bet right now they're probably figuring out a bunch of the bugs and kinks and stuff. Because it's like crazy cool. They have so much stuff going on there. So I bet they are doing a lot of different stuff. Oh my gosh, the live show looks so cool. I also really want to see that. That was honestly my favorite, like, the thing I was most excited for when they announced that they were going to be bringing the park here is that they were bringing the show here too. Because those animatronics are incredible. I am very excited to see more of those in action because those are really, really cool. That's honestly probably like the part I'm most excited about. Except, I mean, walking around is going to be amazing, and seeing everything they've done is going to be really cool. But those animatronics, I am very excited to see that show. I bet it's probably pretty crowded right now too. Like, pretty hard to get into that one. Whatever that wait is, though, I'm waiting in it. Without question. I've seen some, like, the behind-the-scenes videos of, like, the actual animatronics and stuff. And they're so cool. That's how... They look so good for, like, a realistic adaptation of those dragons. They look amazing. I was kind of hoping that they were going to look like that in the actual, like, live-action movie, too. But I do like their look. Like, I think, especially, like, Stormfly looks so good in the live-action stuff we've seen so far. Oh, it wasn't too crowded? That's nice. I guess people are, like, looking at some of the other stuff, probably. Not, going directly to the show. I just have a huge pile of crates over here. They just keep stacking up. We're almost there for this side. I'm at the point where I gotta dig for pieces again. So sorry I keep turning away from the camera. I gotta keep scavenging my bins for the correct parts. No. One more layer on this one. But scavenging through the bins also means I find a ton of these round pieces, so that's nice. That's true. I guess it doesn't open like officially until later. So they're not like there's not the same level of crowds as there might be. You're right. When it opens officially, they'll probably have like lots of crowds. I forget it hasn't quite like officially opened yet. Honestly, I think part of that is my feed has like my social media feeds have so much How to Train Your Dragon on them that it's all I see. I don't even think about the release date on that one. Oh yeah, adding the tickets to that'll be nice. Like to the annual pass stuff. Yes. Buildable Toothless supposedly on July 1st. I'm also incredibly happy with the rumored price on that one. I thought it was going to be like $150, $20, or like $200 set, like giant buildable Toothless. I am happy with an $80 price point on that set. Would I love it if it was cheaper? Probably. But $80 is better than I thought it was going to be. So I'm very excited for that as well. that will be purchased on the first day. I will be getting in line in the Lego store at an unreasonable hour in the morning. In order to get that set. How many to buy? That's fair too. I think I'm at least getting one, and then I'll figure out from there if I need to get any more. Part of me is thinking maybe I'm going to do... Well, this is not at all set in stone yet. Part of me wants to try and maybe do a giveaway for Toothless on the channel at some point, since I do mostly make How to Train Your Dragon content. I have not figured out if that is something that can feasibly happen yet, but it is out there as a possibility, potentially. So in that case, I might need to get to... I need to grab a brick separator. Give me 1 second. Ooh. Ooh. So I might be getting 2 for that reason, but I'm at least buying 1 on opening day. And usually the Lego store will limit how many you can get, which is good. I think that's something they should continue to do because of scalpers and stuff. But that means I probably will need to go online as well if I'm to get a second one for a potential giveaway or something like that. Still not sure if I'm going to be able to do that, but it is a possibility. And if that happens, I will post about it. Yes. Big fan of Toothless Hiccup, How to Train Your Dragon. I am as well. It's nice to be able to talk to other people who like How to Train Your Dragon. It's very fun. There have been a couple giant islands of Berk I've seen before. I actually saw one, I don't remember how long ago it was, at BrickCon in Seattle. I saw someone have one, and it was stunning. It was a crazy build. It was huge. It was an amazing build. But I saw one at BrickCon, and it was very cool. That's kind of part of why I was like, I want to do something like that with this channel. I want to build something huge and massive like the Island of Berk that I saw at BrickCon. This we're going to go over here. We're going to go here. There we go. This way I can build up a little more. Hold on. Yeah, I was super impressed with that build. It was incredible at BrickCon. That's one of the things that inspired me to be this was a long time ago. I was much younger when I saw this, but I was still wow, one day I want to make something like that. And that's why we're here now. True, I think there is a chance if we get something like Berk. I mean, we have to see how well the set does, the Toothless set, I guess. But I think if we do get something, there's a high likelihood it's going to be expensive. Just because a lot of Lego products is kind of on the more expensive side these days, but they have been making some pretty good product. The Shire was expensive, though. I was there day one for that one. That one was a bit rough. I wish it was not. Honestly, I should not have paid the price for it, but I did. Because I wanted the gift with purchase. The gift with purchase, I thought, though, made it a little more worth it. Honestly, at that price. And I do like that set. I haven't built it yet, but I'm excited to get my hands, into the actual set. Yeah, there we go. Little arch. We're almost done with, that first floor chunk, but... I think I do want this to be a whole floor too. We're going to make this whole section a whole floor. And we'll go up another level. That's my hope. Is my hope for when I saw the live action remake coming, at first I was a little hesitant about it. I'm not the hugest fan of a lot of the live action remakes. But I was it's How to Train Your Dragon. I love How to Train Your Dragon. I'm probably going to like this. And really the first thought I had about them making this movie was, this means there's a higher likelihood of me being able to get Lego sets for it. And it turns out that was true. So that's why I'm most excited for the movie and whatever comes after the movie. So I'm hoping that Lego makes more sets based on the movie. Or movies, because if the movie does really well, they've already greenlit a sequel, I think. But if the movie does really well, that means Lego potentially will make sets based on How to Train Your Dragon 2, which is my favorite of the franchise, so I would love if I saw that. A mini-scale Berk would also be really cool. I think that has potential also to be just like a great Lego set. A mini-scale of the island. Like, that has really good potential to be a Lego set there. Actually, I want to do a different thing here. I thought I broke it again. We're good. I want this to be more of a... How long is that one? Yeah, there we go. There. They always got a little more texture to it. Maybe. We'll see. Yeah, a mini, like, I feel like that's like an architecture set, but it's Berk. That would be cool. That would be cool. I would very much like to see something like that. Actually, I don't know if I like that. I am going to change this again. No, I think it's fine. I'm being indecisive. Hold on. Thank you, Copper. Thank you so much for subbing. I appreciate it. I will be here. I'm glad you made your way here. I have more Berk content coming out soon. I think the next one is... What did I say earlier? Supposed to be next Saturday. This Saturday I have a different video coming out. Next Saturday is supposed to be more Berk content. So, stay tuned for that. Because, okay, I'm going to move this forward. There will be more Berk coming soon. And I'm excited for that one. I'm going to do this. Yeah, thank you. They are, I think there's 5 episodes out so far that, plus a couple of live streams, but that logs the current progress. I found another side to the door from earlier, so maybe we can use these as doors. They are kind of fun. That's like an old Lego piece. But yeah, there's like 5 episodes kind of detailing the process up to here, and this is going on top of the landscape. I haven't really gone into the landscape too much quite yet, but that's going to be the next episode. So I have there should actually be a link to a Discord on my YouTube channel. So on the page there should be a link to Discord. If you join that, I am in there. But that's kind of where I am setting up like Lego talking stuff. So there should be a link to Discord. There's not a whole lot going on in there quite yet. I won't lie to you. There's like pretty much no talking in there happening right now, but we'll build it up. We're building it up there. So yeah, if you click that link, there's like a Discord server. Okay, sweet, yeah. You can jump into this server. I'm in there, so. I don't know, actually. I think my nicknamed is Brickstorm in there. I'll have to check. I haven't actually checked the server in a while because it's not very active, so. Not a lot has happened in there. But it will grow. Ooh, I'm trying to find pieces here. They are evading my 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 search. They're tricky to find right now. You know what I don't have trouble finding though? Baskets. I have so many baskets right now. But yeah, Discord's on there. Also Instagram and TikTok links are on there. I'm pretty active on Instagram, so that is another good place to reach me. Hello, Julius. I'm hoping I say that correctly. Hello, welcome to the stream. We're happy to have you. We're currently working on building Berk from How to Train Your Dragon, more of like a Viking house. This is supposed to be Hiccup's house. Move it a little that way so it's easier to see. Hiccup's house, currently in very early stages of development. But it will be his house eventually. Ooh. I really like this bright red tile, actually. That's a good color. Okay, back from the dig, and I wasn't super successful finding pieces, but I found a couple, so. What I really need to do is sort my pieces. That is the most important part, but I have not yet, so we have not quite gotten a lot of sorting going on. But if you are here Saturday, I'll be sorting more pieces. Saturday, it's going to be Sundays usually for sorting streams, but this time it just worked out best that it was going to be Saturday instead of Sunday. So we'll be sorting pieces on Sunday, which has been fun so far. The sorting streams have been going great. It's actually getting me to sort my my Lego collection, which is important. Let me see this actually. This I'm gonna have to edit slightly. There we go. It always concerns me taking brittle brown things apart because I'm worried I'm going to shatter the pieces, because I have many times before, including on this stream, just shattered the pieces in half because they're so easy to break apart. Here we go. Whew. I'm going to build up like the second floor. Why is it bending like that? Oh. Oh, I see. Huh? I just confused myself. Oh, there we go. Wow. I don't know why that confused me so much, but I think I figured it out. Okay. Oh, sweet. Yeah. I'd love to meet with some more Lego people. I'm trying to get, like, more ingrained into, like, the Lego community, meet some more people, because, like, I haven't met a whole ton of people in the community, and I'd love to get to know more people. Oh, thank you so much for watching the video. Yeah, I'm really happy with how those cliffs turned out. I think, like, that build went really well. And I am excited to see where it like goes to, because that's just like the start of the cliffs. We're gonna wrap around the other sides. I think the back side isn't gonna be done for like June 13th, but it is gonna get finished eventually. But that like I'm just excited to see how that build goes, because that like the cliffs I'm having fun with. I really like landscaping though, so that's fun. Thank you, Copper. I appreciate it. But yeah, thank you so much, Joseph. I'm almost through this. I'm pretty proud of those ones though. So those cliffs are coming along nicely. I'm excited to see where they'll go. There's a lot of work to do there though still. we got a ways to go. Especially to finish by June 13th. Whew. It is time to lock in. Another crate. I'm just going to be able to fill Hiccup's house with crates alone. It'll be just crates. That's it. Hopefully, on the sorting stream, we'll be able to find some more pieces. There's another crate, by the way. Yes, so behind me here... Oh, I'll scoot over. This is Berk. Well, this is half of Berk. The other half is behind that sign that says Brickstorm Studios. The other half is, like, below down there. This table is usually where the mock sits. So, like, I had to move it in order to actually build today. On stream, and I like this setup. I think we're gonna keep this setup for streams, for building streams going forward. I'm a fan of this one. But Berk is back here, and then also back there. This is like half here. This is the cliffs part, but a lot of it is taken off. Like all the panels of the cliffs are taken off because I cannot transport it like that. I have to take all the cliffs off in order to actually transport the mock. Which, that is an important part of this build because I do want to take this to like BrickCon and stuff. So, transport is a big part of this model that I've like thought through a lot when building it. Because I do want to take it to other things. And then over here, I just have, like, sets. This, though, is the Bewilderbeast sketch. I'm planning on... This is not the final look. This is how big the head's going to be, though. And this is just, like, a Technic mess in the back that I'm going to eventually edit for Berk. Ooh. Oh, thank you, Joseph. I appreciate it. I'm... excited to see how it turns out. It's coming along really nicely, so I think we're on a good track. Oh, sweet, thank you. I appreciate the Insta follow as well. I post a lot more on Instagram about, like, upcoming stuff, so, like, what I'm working on and building, and, like, when streams are. I guess I post a lot on YouTube, too, but it's kind of harder to post on actual YouTube compared to Instagram, so I like post on Instagram about live streams coming up here. I need to find more 2x3s, or maybe just 1x1s in down. Whoop. There we go. Oh, computer fell asleep. Copper, I'll make sure to jump in there after stream. Yeah, my Instagram is very How to Train Your Dragon focused. I have a lot of How to Train Your Dragon posts on there. Oh, yep, almost 12. It's late over there. Thank you so much, though, for tuning in, Joseph. I appreciate it. That's fair. Have fun. I think the stream is going to end soonish anyway. Not quite yet, but like soonish. That being said, thank you again so much for watching. I appreciate it. And I'm going to try to be streaming every Thursday night for building. I think it's probably going to be Berk every time because that's really the main project right now. But I should be live again next Thursday as well, unless Thursday is Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning. Or Final Reckoning. I'm seeing that in theaters, but then after that, I will be posting it or streaming again. But thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. 2 minutes till midnight. Yeah, well, I'm on the West Coast here, so it's only 9 p.m. here for me. A little bit earlier, which is nice. It makes it so I can build super late and not. My sleep schedule is not the best either, so I'm usually up pretty late building anyway. This side is almost done, though. I need one more 2x3 brick. But yes, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. Yes, yeah, just confirmed. I'm West Coast, so a little earlier here for me. That's why I'm planning to display this at BrickCon, because it's kind of the bigger convention here on West Coast. As much as I would love to, at some point, go to Brick Fair and like those ones, I don't live on the East Coast. Not Cali. I'm in Pacific Northwest, so I'm in Washington State. A little closer to the Seattle area. Oh! Hello, Procrastinators. Thank you so much for stopping by the stream. Someone who was lucky enough to see the remake. Oh, you saw it at CinemaCon? Nice. Okay, I'm excited. I heard all of the reactions coming out of that theater at CinemaCon I saw were incredible. That makes me excited too, but hearing it from like someone who's seen it, that makes me very excited. Cool. It's gonna be hype. I'm gonna be really hyped. I'm seeing it June 11th, so a couple days early. They have a early screening here at the AMC by me. Oh yeah, I was just one of the guys I'm talking to a lot on Instagram right now about Lego stuff. RoboNut03, I think. Go follow him on Instagram. He's really cool. He does some really cool Lego stuff. One of his shorts just went like super viral on YouTube about a Lego piece recently. But I think they're going to Chicago or the convention maybe or something like that. There's a convention late something someone was talking to me about recently. That sounds really cool. But they were just telling me about the convention. I would love to. I want to go to one of the East Coast conventions eventually. I've only ever been to BrickCon. I want to go to BrickCan, the Canadian one too. And there's a one in Portland also I want to go to. Brick Cascades, I think it is. I want to go to that one though. Nice, 3 of these. But yeah, I'm glad you enjoyed it, Procrastinators, and I'm excited to see it. I think it's gonna be really fun. I'm really excited to see How to Train Your Dragon movie just in theaters again. I've seen each of them in theaters, and not planning to stop with the new one, so. Oh yeah, absolutely. No spoilers. Thank you. But yeah, he looks really good. seeing some of the stuff that Mason Thames has done, like, as Hiccup, he looks like he's doing really good. And I know he loves the character, which also just inspires a lot of joy that he gets to play the character. I think he's just like us. He's watched How to Train Your Dragon his whole life, and now he gets to play the character, and he's just absolutely excited for it, which, fair. Like, it's really cool that he gets to play the character. So I am excited to see him and his take on Hiccup. It does look like a little, like a darker Hiccup, I guess. And at first I was like, I'm waiting to see how they do it. And then there's been a couple, like, of his line deliveries in the trailers where I'm like, dude, you're killing it. Like, you look really good. You're doing a good job. I am excited to see his Hiccup. I know, I think I saw Dean DeBlois said he didn't really change the script that much for this one. Which, fair. The script is perfect. So, why would you? But I thought that was funny, and I think it is something that we'll see in the movie, the script not being a very, very similar story to the original movie is kind of my guess. But, I mean, I'm not mad about that. I love that original movie, and I would love to see it again in live action. I'm also quite jealous. That sounds really cool. I was hoping there was going to be an earlier screening for the movie here by me, but alas, the earliest one is that June 11th screening, as far as I can tell. I might look closer. Yeah, I saw that they said I think they've already greenlit the second one to get made. This Hiccup. Oh, you're saying he's as perfect as Hiccup as Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool. That is high praise. That's good to know. I'm excited to see his take. That's really good. Wow. I think he's gonna do a great job. He looks awesome. I think he's gonna be just. I think a lot of people too, especially like kids who maybe haven't seen the movies. They're going in for like the first time. I think they're gonna fall in love with Hiccup all over again, and we're gonna have like a How to Train Your Dragon resurgence of popularity, which is good. That means we get more stuff. But yeah, I saw that maybe we're gonna get the second and third one remade too. How to Train Your Dragon 2 is like my favorite movie, one of my favorite movies of all time, right behind Ratatouille. So I would love to see that one, because I love that movie so much, and I think seeing them all do it in live action would be really cool too. The Bewilderbeast, sick. That'd be awesome. Oh, sweet, you have a tattoo shop? Nice. That's really cool. And a flea market too, that sounds fun. That sounds like a good time. Good luck with that then. I know that can be a little bit, sometimes it can be a little stressful doing stuff like that, so good luck. I hope it goes well. And thank you for tuning in. Except without all the profanity, yes, true. Deadpool is a big swearer. It's quite funny. I love the Deadpool movies. Deadpool was the first R-rated movie I saw in theaters. And it felt fitting, because I really like Marvel superheroes. So seeing that one first in theaters, I'm like, ah yes, this makes sense. This is a fitting movie for me to see in theaters as my first R-rated movie. I'd seen R-rated movies outside of theaters, obviously, before, but that one being the first in theaters was good. Toothless tattoo is cool. As I don't have any tattoos, I feel like if I were to get one, though, there would be a How to Train Your Dragon one in there somewhere. Oh, kind of like a 4K remaster? Yeah, that makes sense. I am excited to see, like, I'm excited to see what they did with Toothless, too, because I think, like, Ooh. Sorry, I'm digging. I think like he looks really good. Stormfly looks awesome. I think Stormfly, out of the ones I've seen so far from the trailers, Stormfly is my favorite design. She looks amazing. Like, really incredible, and I was surprised by that. I thought she looked super good, so I'm really excited to see Stormfly. And I love the Gronkles, so I'm excited to see those as well. Oh, you're an apprentice. Nice. That's good too. That's cool too. Learning, that's an important part. But that's cool. Tattoo art looks really complicated, and it scares me, and so that's really cool. On his teeth. Oh, that's fair. So you gotta wait a little bit. Toothless is a good one to get though. One day you'll be adding Toothless. I feel like if I were to ever get tattooed, Toothless would be on there for sure. Is this? Ooh, maybe? You know, earlier when I said I don't want to use this, I think I changed my mind. I think I do want to use this. Mostly to save parts. I'm seeing it in IMAX on June 11th. That's the version I'm seeing, so I'm very excited for test flight in IMAX. There's a good point. It might be a little nauseating. But I think it's going to be beautiful, and I'm very excited to see it. I probably will cry. And by probably, I mean I'm 100% going to cry. I don't think there's any probably about it. Not with this movie. There we go. Look at that. Okay. Now, we have a floor. And there we go. Maybe. Nice. Okay. There's a 2-layered house, and then we're going to keep going up, though. It's got a ways to go to the sky. A few more layers. I think you're good. I know a lot of people have been talking about the thing with the How to Train Your Dragon live action here too. There's a lot more talking about, like, people talking about it online, I feel like, because, like, we've seen the movie. We know what happens. We know the story. We know it's not changed. And they have not been shy about that in ad marketing. So I think you're good, because they're telling a lot of stuff online there too. Like, we've seen the Red Death. We've seen all kinds of stuff that they might have not shown originally. I mean, they might in today's marketing world, but who knows? Like, I think we're good. Also, I don't think they're watching with us, so. The building is going great. Thank you, Robotic Doom. I think we're almost wrapping up the stream. We've got a nice little structure, sort of. I'm going to try to go a little bit higher. But yeah, the designs looking the same was really important. I'm glad the designs look really good. I'm glad they went with that choice, because I think if they changed the designs, people were going to be really angry. So I'm glad they didn't. Because I know I was going to be really picky about the designs, honestly. I was going to be kind of annoying about it. Yeah, that's fair. Getting the chance to, like, get in there and, like, start the tattoo stuff. Get more experience, too, because I feel like that's a great place to get more experience doing things. Well, what's happening here? There we go. There. Cool. And just, like, the more experience, the better, right? So, it is always good to get your chance to do a little more. But yeah, the flea market sounds like it'll be good. I know, 15 years old, it's kind of crazy. It makes me feel really old. The universe sends Zeus. That, you're right. That is worse than that. Good luck, though. Be safe. Hopefully it all goes well. I know that is no easy thing to deal with, so good luck with the tornado. Hopefully all goes well. Good night, Joseph. Thank you so much for stopping by. Good luck at the flea market as well. I hope it all goes well. Have fun. But yeah, that's one of the things I'm most excited for with the new movie is just new kids getting to like see Toothless. Like, so many kids are gonna see him for the first time, and fall in love with the character the way we all have. And I think that's gonna be really cool. Kind of like how with Star Wars, every time there's a new series or a new set of movies, there's a new batch of kids that fall in love with it. Have a good night, Joseph. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. I'll see you in the streams here soon. Okay. All right. I think though we are gonna wrap up the stream here as well. We've been going for an hour and a half. It has been great, and I appreciate all of you stopping by and hanging out. It's been a wonderful time for me. This is the most chatters and interaction we've had on stream yet, which is awesome. Thank you so much. The channel's been doing very well recently. But let's shove all the crates out of the way. They stayed up. It's a quick shot of the structure we have so far for the house. This is going to be Hiccup's Viking house, so it's going to be a little taller. We're going to go up like this much probably, so, and then it'll curve up the whole way. We'll do all the designs and stuff later. Yeah, I'm glad you popped in, Copper. It was great to get to know you. I'll check out your messages later after the stream ends here and I've cleaned up. Nostalgia. I see the trilogy. Oh, nice. Okay, so you've been around sorry, what am I saying? You haven't been, like, it's not a whole nostalgia thing. That's good to know, too, because I was worried a little bit of, like, what people were saying at CinemaCon was a nostalgia thing, and they're, like, very, like, oh, it's just good to see Toothless on screen again, but I'm glad to know it's not just that. That's actually really exciting. I'm excited to see the movie in June, and we'll have a few more streams before then to talk about it. I'm sure I will be posting about the movie after it comes out with some of the How to Train Your Dragon stuff, but yeah, I thank you everyone so much for stopping by. Copper, Joseph, procrastinators, thank you. I keep trying to say procrastinators. I think that's because what I do all the time. Robotic Doom, and like with this mock, I'm procrastinating that as well. Thank you everyone so much for stopping by. Welcome to the How to Train Your Dragon Toothless Club. Thank you. I will be live again on Saturday. We'll be going to Sundays after that, and then we're still going to try to do Thursday nights, every Thursday night for building. So, yeah, thank you everyone so much for watching. It has been great. Thanks everyone for chatting and subscribing. I will see you all again very soon. Have a great rest of your night, and procrastinators, make sure to stay safe out there. We'll see you in the next stream. So, thank you everyone so much, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.